Good morning, guys. I missed you yesterday. Um, I love that all of you were being very patient with me because I know that you heard that I lost power yesterday, then we lost internet. So it was kind of like a crazy day. But I'm back and I'm happy that we can have this day to just kind of talk about some things that are going on in the world that are a little bit unsettling and upsetting even for me. So really wanted to take time to just kind of take a break from our usual routine and talk a little bit about some of the things that are going on. So I thought that it would be um, a good place to start by starting with Epic. And if you go onto Epic, I'm going to show you how to get to some of the things, some of the book titles that I wanted you to focus on. So if you go into Epic, there should be a part that talks about, or where you can choose a collection. Of course, now I can't find it, but I know that the collection title is Conversations About Race. So I'm going to just type that in. There it is. Once you type that in, all of the different sections kind of pop up at the top. If you go to collections, on my screen, it was the very first collection. It might be different for each of you. Let's see what pops up. Yes. So this very first one says start a conversation about race. I want you to click in there. There are over 30 different book titles of really great books that will just kind of help guide your conversations in the right direction. We'll maybe share some thoughts that you might have. So I wanted to start by reading a book that I thought was appropriate. It's called Most People. And I was torn between this one and this one. So if you wanted to check out I Am Human, that's a really great one too. Um, what other ones did I really, really like? There's a lot of really great ones. Some People Do is another really great one. Keeping the Peace is all about peacemaking for kids. This one is a little bit more like higher level, like maybe like a black level, but it's all about different kid activists. So it's kids who are like you that might be a similar age to you that saw that there was something that they maybe weren't happy about or was unsettling for them, and they wanted to do something about it. But like I said, I'm going to start with the book Most People. Let's see a quick way to get back. Most people. Most people love to smile. Most people love to laugh. Most people love to see each other. Sorry, most people love to see other people smile and laugh too. Most people are good people. And I truly believe that. Most people want to help when they see someone crying. Most people want to help when they see someone who's in trouble. Most people want to make other people, even strangers, feel good. Most people are very good people. Some people do bad things. They might yell bad words, they lie and steal, or they bully and hurt and destroy. But most people don't do those things. If you could line up all the people who want to be good and all the people who want to be bad, the good line would stretch from here to the tallest mountain, and all the people in the bad line could crowd together in a dark and gloomy room. People who do bad things can change. There is a seed of goodness inside them waiting to sprout. And you can see with one easy way, not everybody's perfect, right? So just apologize if you do something that you're not proud of. Most people love the sunshine. Most people love the earth. Most people love watching things grow. A person who is frowning and mad or sad or mean is like a sour grape in a bunch of sweet grapes. That person would almost always rather be happy, smiling, and laughing. Everyone looks nicer when they smile and laugh. When you see something bad happening, you may soon see someone trying to help. The helper might be you. Someone is always there being good because being good is what most people do. And if you take a look at the pictures or the illustrations, you can see some instances where different people have the opportunity to do good things, right? So you could see this boy pointing out this dollar bill that the man dropped instead of taking it for himself. He's being honest. Most people like to run and dance and play, or share stories with someone they know, or snuggle with someone they love. Most people like a kind word. Most people like thinking good thoughts about others. Most people smile when they see a baby. I know I definitely do. Most people glow when they hear or say, I love you. Most people in the world know that most people are very good. And that's the end. So I want you to think of the book that I read, then take some time to browse through this collection. And like I said, if feel free to read any of them, but there were some that I really, really loved that just kind of stood out to me. Like I said, I Am Human was a really great one. Can I Touch Your Hair is a bunch of different poems that maybe you can relate to. So once you've read one of these books, it has to come from this collection today, you're going to go to Padlet. And on Padlet, it says choose a book from Epic. From the section, start a conversation about race. Write the title and author of the book and how the book made you feel. So this will be a good time to make a connection to maybe what's going on in the world and how the book kind of reminded you of that, or it could even be something that's completely unrelated, but you can connect to the book. So that's what you're going to do here. And then I did add the spot at the bottom for comments. So if we're starting our conversation, then you can definitely feel free to comment on somebody else's. But please make sure that you're respectful. Remember that I can see every single comment. And that I think part of the best thing that we can do, especially in a time like this when sometimes you can feel kind of helpless, is to just share kindness with somebody else. So that's going to be your job for the Padlet activity. It just let Brutus up. The next thing you're going to do is you have a writing activity, a write-on. This one is a little bit different from the ones that we have had, and it just kind of goes along with the read aloud that we did today, and again with everything that's going on in the world. I just really wanted to make sure that we talk about or give you a space to talk about how you're feeling. So I'm just going to quickly read through this, and then you can read through it again before you're about to do your own work. But the title is Social Injustice. So social injustice is basically when you see something in the world or something's happening in the world that is not just, that is not right, and you know it in your heart. So I wrote, right now there are a lot of things going on in the world that many people, including myself, are unhappy and even angry about. I know that sometimes we can feel helpless, but there are things we can do. We can lead with kindness. We can stand up for things that we know are wrong. We can write a letter to express our feelings. We can even make signs or do something like that. Sometimes it's just good to start with expressing ourselves. So on the next page, you're going to write how you are feeling. So I left all of this blank space for you to write, and just feel free to just kind of treat this like a journal entry and just write how you're feeling, maybe what you know, if you have any questions about anything. I wish I had all of the answers. Unfortunately, I don't, and many people don't. But I think that talking about it and expressing ourselves is a really great place to start. Okay? So I'm really looking forward to what you guys share with me today. And I'm hoping that I can help you and that you can help each other by responding to each other's Padlets and just having a healthy and a good conversation about race, because I know that we all respect and love one another.